Friends, if you want a new start to your marriage, to your romantic relationships and endeavors, then you follow these 8 simple tips and you will have an improved marriage, I guarantee you. You're now listening to the No Pillz Podcast, your best resource for cultivating meaningful, healthy, long-lasting, romantic relationships that bloom into strong marriages. Welcome to No Pillz. Welcome to No Pillz. Love fully scripted. I'm Gordon McGHEE, your host, your guide through love, romance, relationships, intimacy, and marriage, friends. Your man, G-Man, God's man, Brother Gordon. Let's go. We're back, friends. I can't believe you're back. You could be anywhere else in the planet, any other stream, any other platform, any other podcast, but you're here spending your time with me, and I am grateful. And I count it a privilege. To be discussing love with you, friends, and relationships with you per the owner's manual, beloved. You can't improve on the owner's manual. Your vehicle comes with the owner's manual. That owner's manual comes from the manufacturer, and you know what it is. You know what I'm going to say. God is the manufacturer. The Bible is the owner's manual, and your love life is that vehicle. And we can always learn from the word, from God, how to maintain and operate that vehicle. Today, I have 8 simple tips for you, practical tips for you. They're going to help you improve your marriage or your romantic life. 8 simple tips. They're going to help you improve your marriage, your dating, romantic, or courting life. All right, friends. Now listen, we're going to take a real simple approach here. This is so simple. It's like you may not have even thought about this. As we go through these tips, you're going to be like, what? Where's this going? Stick with me to the end. It's things that you may not have even thought about that are going to positively impact your relationships. Okay? All of them. Not just your marriages, not just the people you're romantically involved with, but all your relationships are going to get improved by following these 8 principles. The first one, nutrition. You need to have a nutritious diet, a nutritious meal plan. Okay, I'm talking about getting off the fast food, getting off the caffeine, the nicotine, the box foods, the frozen pizzas, and eating some whole grain, plant-based, nutritionally dense, vitamin dense, rich foods. Okay, some greens, things that grow on trees and grow out of the ground that are not manufactured in a lab. All right. We want good food, right, to create good blood. So a lot of times we are just deprived in nutrition and minerals, right? Essential minerals, oils, good healthy fats and oils. And friends, that is going to impact your mood. That is going to impact your strength. You know, oftentimes we know sometimes you can be low in iron and there's all these other complications we have. And some of that comes directly from, our poor diets. So we want to make sure we're feeding ourselves with nutrition. Foods high in dense and good content that the body can break down and give you the strength to make it through the day, let alone make it through your relationship. A lot of times we can get disease will come too. When we're not eating proper foods, nutritious foods, when we're not getting our vitamins in, right? These things, listen, if you're feeling sick, if you're not going to be in a good mood. Does that make sense? Something very practical. So if you're walking around deficient in all type of vitamins and nutrients and minerals and everything else, and you're just in a bad mood all the time, and you don't have the strength, how good are you going to perform and how good are you going to communicate in your relationship? I don't know if you thought about this. Second tip that goes right along with that, exercise. Talk about improving your mood. Exercise, friends. As many of you know, I had the bittersweet experience of losing my wife of almost 20 years, okay, going on 3 years now, to breast cancer. I say it's bittersweet because her absence is definitely felt every day, but she fell asleep in the Lord, so I'm planning to see her again. But one of the things that I do now regularly since the passing of my wife, I'm in the gym 4 days a week. I'm in the gym 4 days a week. And I'm telling you, some days I wake up and I'm not in the mood for life, friends. I'm not in the mood for life. Do you hear me? I'm like, man, I ain't feeling it today. But when I go in there and hit that gym, man, I walk out feeling like a new man. Mood changed. I'm ready to go. Body feels great. I have strength. My attitude is positively impacted. And before you know it, I'm upbeat. I'm ready to go meet the day, ready to record, ready to grab the bull by the horns, and do what I got to do. You know what I mean? You want to exercise regularly. You want to get regular movement, Get out there, take those walks, man. Take those 15-minute walks. Listen, in combining exercise with nutrition, you eat a meal, take that 15-minute digestive walk. It's going to break that food down faster, going to get that insulin doing what it's supposed to do, helping with the digestive process. It's going to make the digestion go down. You're going to be in a better mood. 15-minute digestive walk, friends. Proper diet, proper nutrition, proper exercise. Next tip, something that, I know some of you going to be scared of this. You're going to be like, I'm not going to like it. I know you're going to be scared. You're not going to like it. Water. Water from the yard. You need water. You need to get some water up in most Americans are dehydrated. Our bodies are mostly water, friends. And when we're dehydrated, a lot of things don't function correctly. Let's say you're running around constipated. You're probably not going to be in a good mood. You know what I mean? You're not going to be in a good mood with people. You're going to be a little cranky because you're constipated. Okay? If you're dehydrated, your organs are not working correctly, blood's not flowing the way it should be, where it's going to go. This all translates into you being in a bad mood. Now, how much water should a person be drinking a day? A simple way to remember it so you don't forget, you take your body in weight, right, in pounds. So if you weigh 80, let's say you weigh 180 pounds, okay? You cut that in half and then you convert it to ounces. So 180 divided by 2 is 90. So you should be drinking 90 ounces of water every day. Simple way to remember, to give you a roundabout figure where you need to be as far as getting enough water in every day. It's going to change your mood. And ladies, men too, but ladies, you could probably stop having to give all your money to the cosmetic industries out there. That $1 billion cosmetic industry and fashion beauty industry is out there. You'd be surprised. You start drinking enough water, your skin clears up. You look younger, especially if you're eating good, nutritious foods that are also high in water content, vegetables, fruits, legumes, Before you know it, boom, you're looking good, ladies. Looking good, man. Looking younger. Who doesn't want to look younger? Come on. Who doesn't want to look younger? And this stuff is free, I'm talking about. Your next practical tip, okay? Next practical tip, sunshine. You need sunshine, friends. We need to get enough sunshine every day. This is going to give us the serotonin. It's just a whole process that goes on when you get enough sunlight at the right time of the day in the morning. And that is going to allow you to sleep better later on in the day. It's going to put you just in a good mood. Come on, friends. Have you ever lived in a cold part of the world, or in a part of the world that's gloomy, or there's not that much sun, or a lot of overcast? And then you leave, I used to live in northern Idaho. And it was one year I left, went to Puerto Rico for a couple weeks in the summer. Talking about just boosting my mood like through the rest of winter when I got back. But I see it all the time, man. When there's sunny days, I'm in a better mood when I'm getting sunny days. So for those of you who may be still living in a cold part of the country, or a part where you get less sun, where you don't get too much sunlight, you can buy a sun box, a little box that emulates the sun's rising, a light box. You can put that in your room, and you can be awakened to the sun rising, okay? To the sun rising. And I'll throw in an extra tip here for you. Get about 15 minutes of classical music a day. So you can get that. You can set your alarm with classical music and wake up to your sun box or your light box playing classical music. And when you get to the gym, you can add in some classical music as well. Get about 15 minutes of classical music in every day. This is also going to improve your brain functions. Going to improve the mental. Listen, friends, relationships are like 90% communication, and you better believe they're like 100% mental. right? You need to be able to communicate effectively, efficiently, clearly. You don't want your emotions all erratic, all over the place. And the tips I'm sharing with you now are going to help you bring all that into alignment so that you can be a better partner. Come on. You need temperance. We need temperance, friends. We need to do everything in moderation. Okay, for all the married people out there, even a good principle you can do, man, you can have sex a little less, man. Have sex a little less. It makes you yearn for it a little bit more. You know what I mean? It heightens it, allows you to connect when you're just not having sex all the time. Meals, how frequently you're eating, how much you're eating. There is a gut-brain connection, friends, a gut-brain connection, all right? So you may want to try, if you're eating 3 meals a day, go down to 2 meals a day and see how you function. You want to eat like a king in the morning, and eat like a pauper, a servant in the evening. Want to have those meals early, get that meal in, maybe around, maybe 4 o'clock, maybe your latest. If you eat a little before that, that'll be great. Try to eat the same time every day. And friends, that gut-brain connection is real. When your digestive system is not always working to break down food constantly and all that, you have more energy. And again, you will be in a better mood. You will be able to think clearer, friends. You can even introduce fasting into your routine. Have a little water fast once in a while. All these things are going to help with your temperament. Temperance is going to help with your temperament. Amen. So be temperate in all things. Take things in moderation. Scrolling on that phone of ours. Yeah. Scrolling on those phones of ours, those devices. Lay off of it, man. Some of us are in the bad mood because we're not getting our dopamine hit. We're in a bad mood. We're being short with those people that we say we love because we're trying to scroll on our phone. We don't want to be bothered. We're not there. Listen, when we're in front of the screens all day, in front of video games, oh, God help us. I don't know how a grown man has time for video games, but that's time we're not spending with our families. That's time we're not connecting with our spouses. That's time we're not connecting with our potential spouses. Sports, just distracting you from connecting with this person that you need to be, that you're supposed to be one flesh with. Temperance, friends. Don't forget fresh air. Next tip, fresh air. Deep breathing. I know as men, you're like, brother, what you talking about, this deep breathing? You're trying to get your feng shui right, yoga, what you got going on here? Nah, man, it works. Deep breathing works. So let's say you're in a situation, if you can get outside and do it, it's better. Let's say you're nervous about something. You have some anxiety going on, okay? Maybe you have to go give a speech for your job or do a talk, or, you got to get up front somewhere, some type of public, service announcement you're giving, and you're nervous about it. Or even if there's a situation you need to speak to your spouse about, someone you love about, in a relationship, and you're nervous. Literally, your anxiety will just begin to decrease with the deep breathing exercises. You can go online. There's all variations you can find online. But deep breathing, fresh air, and again, you can combine them. Then get some exercise. You can take a walk outside, run outside, throw on the classical music, waking up to your sunlight. Man, listen, you are going to be in a pretty good mood. You're going to be ready to communicate. You're going to be ready to love, friends. You're going to be ready to love. And one of the things that we are missing the most, I'm from New York City originally, from the city that never sleeps, New York. I see you, New York. You know why the people in New York are so cranky, rude, and nasty in New York? You know why? The New Yorkers, hey, what you doing? What you got going on with you? Hey, what's going on with you? Hey, move out the way, yeah? Huh? You know why? They're not sleeping. It's the city that never sleeps, so everybody there is cranky. Listen, I just solved New York's problem right here. The city that never sleeps lets you know them folks are going to be cranky, man. Filled up on pizza and sodas and root beers and Coca-Colas all day. Donuts and coffee. You know what I mean? Pastries and coffee. Nasty. You need rest, friends. All right? I'm going to give you 2 applications for rest. All right? You should have a day once a week. You know what I mean? I keep the Sabbath where I stop and I rest in God. I rest from secular work once a week per God's prescription. And you got to get to bed on time. Oh man, I'm guilty of this because I'm always trying to record something, always thinking something for the ministry. But friends, we need that 8 hours of sleep, and we need to be sleeping before 10 p.m. every night. And this will just scrub your brain. And when you're waking up feeling refreshed and good and well rested, man, you're in a good mood with the person you love. But when you don't take the Sabbath off weekly and you're working 7 days a week, you're having burnout, you're burnt out. Nah, friends, you become a difficult person to be around. Let me tell you something. You die, your employer may not even send your family flowers when you die. You may not even get a condolence card. I'm not trying to promote animosity between employee and employer, but I'm just keeping it real. Sometimes we put the wrong emphasis and our priorities are all mixed up, man. God first, then your family. Then your enemies, your friends, then human beings around you. Don't give that job all your time, man. Don't let that job wear you down, have you working all these doubles, triples. All my nurses that are money hungry, can't turn down overtime. Ooh, you need that money. My wife, when she was alive, she was a nurse, man. I know the temptations. Take rest. Be still. It's gonna make you a better person. Take rest, friends. I would encourage you to rest once a week per the Sabbath, and also don't be overworking at your job, and get to bed on time. And you're gonna see yourself just become a bowl of sunshine, a sweet fragrance of a flower. You're gonna bloom and open up. My last tip for you that's gonna improve your relationship, your marriage. Come on, your romantic endeavors. Trust in God, friends. Trust in God. Praying, reading, sharing your faith. Trust in God. This is going to reduce your stress, going to reduce your care level. Your anxiety is going to go down. Going to put your burdens on somebody who can handle them, that's large and in charge. It's been proven through research that just even positive thinking improves outcomes for people. You talking about praying to the creator of the universe? Now, if you and your spouse, the person you're courting, are together, either or, and now you're praying together, you're reading together, sharing your faith together, what do you think that's going to do to your union? It's going to strengthen it, friends. The family that prays together stays together, stays together. Friends, if you want a new start to your marriage, to your romantic relationships and endeavors, then you follow these 8 simple tips and you will have an improved marriage. I guarantee you. I'm Gordon McGHEE. This is No Pillz, Love Fully Scripted, and I'm signing off, and I'll catch you next week.